to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. Not much of a decision to make there, so the defense will move him back. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, South Carolina.
This defense has them them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch on the left. And he breaks into the open. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Gamecocks! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a... get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper shows how dangerous this passing game can be. 89 yards on the scoring toss. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Take over. 1st and 10.
First down here for the offense. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He wants to throw. Finds a man by himself. Afterburner's coming. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback will audible. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Touchdown, South Carolina! What a grab and go for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
And the Rebels want to move quickly. To the air, it's Bickley. Now rolling to the left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split. Sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for the big play. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The offense set for a first down play. Looks as if he's going to run it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks like the defense will play quarters coverage here. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback checking the play. On the run, it's Silva. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Across the 25. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Silva. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and forced the incompletion.
Here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Bickley. Quickly out to the tight end. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On 4th down, going to the air. Might be looking to run. He fires it out to the right. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll run it from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, South Carolina 21, Ole Miss 7.
On the set. Jackrabbit.
Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Quarterback checking off. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Picked off. Takes it the other way. The 30. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ole Miss. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. Fires it incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Power football with the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
On second down, wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a group.
Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. Hard running there. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
Yankee blue! Lasso! Lasso! Go!
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Going for it all. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Back to throw, it's Bickley. They're trying to get to him. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels.
Touchdown.
Lining up to add another.
Number 2.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's past the 30. And a really nice run and pickup.
The quarterback.
The defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
29 Philly, 2-9.
He's going to pass. Guard in the backfield. It's Silva. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. A third and long coming up here. Motion from the offense. On third down, going up top. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Field goal is good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more snap coming before halftime. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
And the Ole Miss offense will take over. First and 10.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. And the Rebels will move the sticks. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Little touch pass to the receiver. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Pick up the 5. Second down coming up.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The corners are walked up tight. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Wants to pass it. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Van Dyke. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy? He can come up with plays for you all over the field. We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
For 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Florida is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Gainesville. They're trailing by 18 to Oklahoma. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to fire to the left. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Dropping back, it's Bickley. Complete to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Offense set on 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, South Carolina 35, Ole Miss 24.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the ground with the back. At the 40, there he goes. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
He's going to throw deep right side. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this.
He's loose. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's Bickley. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think.
He's off to the races. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Florida is just getting dragged through the swamp today. And this fan base, who's so used to doing that gator jump, they're making other gestures today. They're trailing by 25 to Oklahoma. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Going up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Looking for a man. It's Bickley. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, pump.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Bickley. Right down the middle. He's got it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week, too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should.
Deep shot for the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game.